Have you ever paused to reflect on the impermanence of life and the certainty of death? Stoic philosophy teaches that by acknowledging our mortality, we can live more fully, with purpose and clarity. In this article, we present 10 meaningful messages inspired by Stoicism that challenge you to reframe your perspective on life and death. These messages remind us that death is not a grim endpoint, but a catalyst for living a virtuous, intentional life. Before we dive into these insights, be sure to subscribe so you never miss more wisdom on living a meaningful, balanced life. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Message 1. Memento mori. Remember that you will die, so truly begin to live. The ancient Stoics taught that memento mori, the reminder of death, is a wake-up call to embrace life's fullness. This message is not meant to instill fear, but to strip away the trivial and focus on what truly matters. By keeping death in mind, you are urged to prioritize experiences, relationships, and virtues over fleeting pleasures. Imagine waking up every day with the consciousness that your time is finite. Instead of procrastinating or getting lost in the minutiae of daily life, you seize each moment with purpose. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca practiced daily reflections on mortality, allowing them to focus on self-improvement and living virtuously. A practical approach is to integrate memento mori into your routine. Spend a few minutes each morning contemplating the inevitability of death. Ask yourself, what would I change if I knew today was my last? This reflection can help you clear out unnecessary distractions and recalibrate your priorities. In relationships, this awareness fosters gratitude. You begin to cherish every encounter, every conversation, knowing that each moment is precious. In work and personal endeavors, it can drive you to pursue excellence and authenticity, rather than comfort or routine. By accepting that death is inevitable, you free yourself from the fear of loss and the paralysis of indecision. Instead, you learn to live boldly, invest in what truly enriches your soul, and honor your values with every decision. Memento mori transforms the fear of death into a powerful reminder that every day is an opportunity to start anew, to live deeply and purposefully. Ultimately, this message is a call to action. Stop delaying, stop settling for mediocrity. Embrace the reality of your mortality and let it inspire you to live a life of intention, courage, and virtue. Message 2. Do not fear death, only fear living without purpose. The Stoics believe that the only true failure is to live a life devoid of meaning. Rather than fearing death itself, the real tragedy is a life spent in complacency, devoid of passion or purpose. This message challenges you to examine your daily existence and ask, am I truly living or merely existing? In Stoic thought, death is a natural part of the human experience, a transition rather than an end. It is the lack of a meaningful life that should provoke alarm. Seneca once observed that the greatest misfortune is not death, but a life wasted in trivial pursuits. When you focus on living with purpose, death loses its power to instill fear. To put this message into practice, start by defining what gives your life meaning. Identify your core values and passions. Reflect on how you can infuse each day with activities that align with these ideals. This might mean pursuing a creative project, nurturing relationships, or dedicating time to personal growth. Ask yourself, what am I doing today that contributes to my lifelong goals? Am I taking steps that reflect my deepest values? When you live intentionally, every action becomes a testament to your purpose. This mindset not only diminishes the dread of death, but also makes your life more vibrant and fulfilling. By shifting your focus from the inevitability of death to the richness of purposeful living, you can overcome the paralysis that fear often brings. Instead of avoiding risks out of fear of failure, you are motivated by the desire to create a legacy that is truly worth remembering. In essence, the fear of an unfulfilled life becomes the catalyst for a life of bold, authentic action. Remember, the Stoic ideal is to live as if each day were a gift, a unique chance to contribute meaningfully to the world. Embrace this perspective, and you'll find that living with purpose is the most effective antidote to the fear of death. Message 3. Everything is transient, even you. Cherish every moment. At the heart of Stoicism is the understanding that nothing is permanent, not even ourselves. This message encourages us to appreciate the fleeting nature of life and to be grateful for every moment we experience. When you internalize the truth of impermanence, you learn to value the present and let go of unnecessary desires. Imagine viewing life as a series of unique, unrepeatable moments. Each experience, each encounter, is precious precisely because it will never occur again in exactly the same way. Stoics like Epictetus remind us that clinging to permanence only leads to disappointment. Recognizing that everything is transient teaches us to live with gratitude and minimal expectations. A practical way to adopt this mindset is to practice mindfulness throughout the day. Pause periodically and ask yourself, what is the beauty of this moment? How can I savor this experience? Whether it's the taste of your morning coffee, the sound of a loved one's laughter, or the feeling of the wind on your face, acknowledging these small blessings cultivates a deeper appreciation for life. This message also calls for a reduction in greed and entitlement. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, you naturally begin to desire less and appreciate more. Instead of constantly chasing after the next big thing, you find contentment in the simple, ephemeral moments that fill your day. By embracing transience, you can also free yourself from the fear of loss. Knowing that everything is temporary makes it easier to let go when change comes. It empowers you to live fully in the present without being burdened by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Ultimately, this Stoic lesson is about shifting your perspective from seeing life as a series of permanent fixtures to understanding it as a beautiful, ever-changing tapestry. Cherish each moment, celebrate its impermanence, and let gratitude fill your heart. In doing so, you create a life rich in appreciation, where every fleeting second is a treasure. Message 4. Death does not take life away, it gives life its value. The inevitability of death is what imbues life with its true meaning. Without the prospect of an ending, every day might lose its significance. Stoics believe that death, rather than diminishing life, actually enhances its value. This message invites you to see death as a defining feature of a vibrant, dynamic existence. Consider the analogy of a sunset. The beauty of the sunset is heightened by its impermanence. If the sun shone forever, its daily descent would be meaningless. Similarly, the finite nature of our lives makes every moment more precious. Marcus Aurelius reminded his readers that the fleeting nature of life is what gives each day its worth. In practice, this means that recognizing death's inevitability can inspire you to live more intentionally. Instead of taking each day for granted, you begin to invest more deeply in the experiences and relationships that matter. Ask yourself, how can I make today count? What will give my life value and meaning? This shift in perspective transforms mundane routines into opportunities for growth and joy. Moreover, this message challenges you to rethink your priorities. When you understand that life's value comes from its transience, you are less likely to be bogged down by trivial concerns or material pursuits. Instead, you focus on cultivating inner virtues and meaningful connections that enrich your life. A practical exercise is to create a value list of the things and people that truly matter to you. Reflect on how the awareness of your mortality can serve as a motivation to nurture these aspects of your life. This process not only reinforces your priorities, but also infuses your daily actions with purpose and depth. Ultimately, viewing death as a gift rather than a loss redefines the way you experience life. It transforms the fear of the inevitable into an appreciation for every moment, imbuing your existence with a richness that can only be appreciated when you recognize that every day is a finite, irreplaceable treasure. Message 5. We cannot control when we die, but we can control how we live until then. Stoicism teaches that while the timing of our death is beyond our control, the way we live our lives is firmly in our hands. This message emphasizes personal responsibility and the power of choice. It reminds us that our legacy is determined not by the inevitability of death, but by the virtues we cultivate and the actions we take throughout our lives. Imagine having the freedom to shape each day with intentionality and purpose. Instead of obsessing over the uncertainty of death, you focus on the quality of your actions. The Stoics believe that a life well lived is one where every decision is made with reason, integrity, and courage. Marcus Aurelius's reflections serve as a testament to the idea that our inner life is our true domain of control. Begin by assessing your daily habits and priorities. Ask yourself, what can I do today that will reflect my values and contribute to my legacy? Whether it's investing time in relationships, pursuing personal growth, or engaging in meaningful work, every action becomes a testament to your character. A practical method is to set daily intentions that align with your core virtues. Write these intentions down and revisit them as a reminder of your commitment to living purposefully. Over time, this practice transforms your outlook on life, shifting your focus from the fear of death to the joy of living. This message is also a call to embrace responsibility. By accepting that you have control over how you live, you become empowered to make choices that enhance your well-being and the well-being of those around you. It's a reminder that the quality of your life is determined not by fate, but by the conscious decisions you make every day. Ultimately, while you cannot dictate when your life will end, you can control the legacy you leave behind. Living with purpose, guided by Stoic virtues, ensures that each day is a step toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. Embrace this power and let your actions be a testament to the life you choose to lead. Message 6. Do not let the fear of death kill the freedom within you. The fear of death can be paralyzing, often stifling creativity, spontaneity, and personal freedom. Stoicism teaches that when we let fear dictate our actions, we end up compromising on our values and settling for mediocrity. Instead, the real tragedy is living a life constrained by the terror of the inevitable, rather than embracing a boundless, meaningful existence. Consider how fear can lead to inaction, holding you back from pursuing dreams, taking risks, or even expressing yourself authentically. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from accepting life's uncertainties and acting in accordance with reason and virtue, rather than succumbing to paralyzing fear. A powerful way to overcome this fear is to confront it head-on. Ask yourself, am I allowing the fear of death to limit my potential? What would I attempt if I were not afraid? By reflecting on these questions, you begin to dismantle the barriers that fear creates. This process involves both introspection and action. Engage in practices such as mindfulness and meditation, which can help you understand and ultimately overcome the anxieties that hold you back. Embracing the inevitability of death liberates you from the confines of a life dictated by fear. Instead, you learn to value the freedom of each moment, the freedom to make choices, to express yourself, and to live authentically. It is through this acceptance that you reclaim the liberty that fear once stole from you. In practical terms, develop a mantra that reinforces this idea. For example, I will not let fear define my choices. I choose freedom and virtue. Repeat this affirmation during moments of doubt. Over time, this practice will help you cultivate an inner resilience that transforms fear into a catalyst for growth and action. Ultimately, by refusing to let the fear of death kill the freedom within you, you unlock the potential to live a life that is truly vibrant and fulfilling. This Stoic lesson reminds you that freedom comes from within. When you act with courage and intention, nothing can hold you back from living fully. Message 7. Death is not an end, but a natural part of the cosmic cycle. Stoicism views death as an integral part of the natural order rather than as a tragic, isolated event. This message invites you to see death as a return to the cosmos, a transformation that is both inevitable and beautiful. Rather than fearing death, recognize it as part of the eternal cycle of change that governs all existence. Consider the natural world, the cycle of seasons, the ebb and flow of tides, and the perpetual cycle of life and decay. Everything in nature is transient, and death is simply another phase in this ongoing process. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers believe that when you accept this cosmic rhythm, you free yourself from the irrational fear of the end. A practical exercise is to spend time in nature. Observe the cycles of growth and decay, the way leaves fall in autumn, only to be replaced by new blooms in spring. Reflect on how this process mirrors your own life. Ask yourself, how can I view my life as part of a larger, ever-changing whole? This reflection can help shift your perspective from one of loss to one of natural transition. By recognizing death as a natural phenomenon, you begin to appreciate the beauty of impermanence. Each ending is simply a precursor to a new beginning. This realization can inspire you to live more fully, embracing every moment as part of an endless cycle of renewal. It allows you to celebrate life's transient nature rather than mourning its passing. Ultimately, this Stoic message encourages you to adopt a cosmic perspective on life and death. It teaches that just as the universe is in constant motion, so too are the stages of your existence. Embracing this truth can lead to a deeper sense of peace, as you understand that death is not a termination but a continuation of the natural order, a process that imbues every moment with significance. Message 8. The dead do not suffer. Only those who fail to live fully suffer. One of the most profound Stoic insights is that true suffering does not come from death itself, but from living a life unfulfilled. The Stoics believe that the pain of an unexamined, unintentional existence is far greater than the natural end of life. In this view, the dead do not suffer. They have simply completed their journey. It is the living who fail to embrace life's potential who bear the true burden of regret and missed opportunities. Imagine a life where each day is lived with intention and purpose. Instead of being haunted by what could have been, you actively pursue experiences that enrich your soul. The fear of death should not be a source of sorrow, but a reminder to seize the day and live authentically. When you make deliberate choices aligned with your values, you create a legacy of fulfillment rather than regret. A practical way to embody this message is to regularly assess your life's direction. Ask yourself, am I truly living, or am I simply going through the motions? Reflect on your goals, relationships, and daily habits. Identify areas where you may be holding back or playing it safe, and commit to taking bold, meaningful actions. Journaling and mindfulness practices can help you stay connected to your deepest aspirations. By documenting your progress and reflecting on your experiences, you develop a clearer understanding of what it means to live fully. This process transforms fear into a motivation to embrace life with vigor and authenticity. In essence, this Stoic lesson is a call to action. Do not let the inevitability of death become an excuse for inaction. Instead, let it inspire you to live with passion, courage, and intentionality. Only by fully engaging with life can you overcome the regret of unfulfilled potential and avoid the true suffering of a life half-lived. Message 9. Impermanence is the greatest teacher. It teaches us to let go, be grateful, and love deeply. Impermanence is not a curse. It is the ultimate teacher. Stoicism teaches that the fleeting nature of all things imparts invaluable lessons in letting go, cultivating gratitude, and loving with sincerity. When you understand that nothing lasts forever, you are compelled to appreciate every moment and every connection more deeply. Reflect on the transient beauty of life. Each passing moment is unique and irreplaceable. The awareness of impermanence can help you let go of grudges and unrealistic expectations, allowing you to live in the present with an open heart. Ask yourself, how can I be more grateful for the now? What can I let go of to make space for love and joy? These reflections can transform your approach to relationships and personal growth. A practical method to harness this lesson is to create a daily gratitude ritual. Spend a few minutes each day noting the things, people, and experiences you are thankful for. This simple act of reflection shifts your focus from loss to abundance, reinforcing the idea that every moment is a gift. Impermanence also teaches you the importance of unconditional love. When you accept that every relationship is transient, you learn to cherish the time you have with others without clinging to it. This perspective fosters deeper, more authentic connections as you learn to love freely and fully, aware that each interaction is precious. By internalizing impermanence as your teacher, you develop resilience and emotional maturity. You begin to see that letting go is not about giving up, but about making room for new experiences and opportunities. In doing so, you learn to live with a light heart, one that is unburdened by the fear of loss and enriched by a profound sense of gratitude. Ultimately, embracing impermanence transforms your life into a continuous journey of learning and growth. It reminds you that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning, and that the fleeting nature of life is what makes each moment truly valuable. Message 10. Live as if you will die today, but act as if you will live forever. This final message encapsulates the Stoic ideal of balancing urgency with serenity. It calls on you to seize each day, living with the awareness that every moment is finite, while also acting with the long-term vision of cultivating enduring virtues. This duality is at the heart of Stoic living. The recognition that while our time is limited, our impact can be timeless if we live with purpose. Imagine waking each day with the mindset that it could be your last. Every decision, every interaction, is made with a sense of urgency and gratitude. Yet, at the same time, you approach your goals with a calm, measured determination, knowing that true legacy is built through consistent, virtuous actions. Marcus Aurelius captured this spirit when he wrote about the importance of living in accordance with nature, honoring both the immediacy of life and the continuity of the soul. A practical approach to embody this balance is to set daily intentions that reflect both your immediate desires and your long-term values. Write down what you aim to achieve today and how it contributes to your overall vision for a life well lived. This practice grounds you in the present while also keeping your future aspirations in focus. Additionally, cultivate a mindset of mindful action. Whether you're engaging in work, nurturing relationships, or pursuing personal passions, approach each task with full presence and sincerity. This ensures that your actions are both timely and timeless, creating a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. By living as if each day were your last, you awaken to the beauty of the present. Yet, by acting as if you will live forever, you invest in a legacy that transcends time. This powerful combination allows you to enjoy the moment without sacrificing the vision for a better, more virtuous future. Ultimately, this message serves as a potent reminder that the way you live today shapes not only your tomorrow, but also the enduring impact you leave behind. Embrace every moment with passion and let your actions reflect a lifetime of purpose and virtue. In conclusion, these 10 meaningful messages offer a transformative Stoic perspective on embracing life and death. From the profound reminder of memento mori to the call to live with urgency and enduring purpose, each message encourages you to shed the fear of impermanence and to engage fully with every moment. By applying these Stoic lessons, you can cultivate a life rich in gratitude, self-awareness, and virtue, transforming the inevitability of death into a catalyst for living meaningfully. If these insights resonate with you, please give this video/article a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe for more content on living a meaningful, balanced life. Let's build a community of courageous, enlightened souls who turn every ending into a new beginning. Thank you for joining this journey. Live fully, love deeply, and embrace the beauty of impermanence.